The fan's going on one of my... I have two computers here. This fan's going on one. Okay, let's see what we could do. We're on page Vav. And a little confused about where I was exactly. Let's go to Mamshech on page Vav. It says Mamshech Rayah Mehemnah. So I didn't remember that the Rayah Mehemnah is speaking here, but that's what it says. So that doesn't mean I just don't remember, right? 1 second. Okay, here we go. Now there's two different kinds of notes here. So one of the notes is going to be on Ha'aros v'Ha'aros. I guess that's what you would call it. Let's read it and see. Then we'll start picking back through it, because there is what to see here. Ooh, okay, so it says like this. Mamshech Rayah Mehemnah ba'oma be'ilas al-kola. Be'ilas al-kola lios, the highest possible, I guess, or the cause of all things. Who is the Ein Sof. I'm going to read it through. I'm going to come back because there's two, like I said, there's two different sets of notes. Yehev Rishus L'Kol Shemach and Kadishin, Nasan Rishus L'Kol HaShemus HaKadishin, L'Kol Havayah, L'Kol Havayos, D'Haydach, L'Kol B'Chidush Shemus Havayah, L'Kol Kinuyim, L'Kol HaKinuyim, because he just repeats himself sometimes. L'Kol Lon Rozin Temirim, going on. Kol Shem B'Darka Delay, every shame in its own level. B'Bechinas HaSheyechas Lo. Rishus Yehiv La'eser Sfirin, L'Golon Lon Rozin Temirin. Rishus is given to the Spheros themselves to reveal their secrets are hidden inside of them. The Lo Is Yehiv Rishus L'Golon Lon Ad the Yese Dara the Malcolm Mashiach. To really explain them is only by then. Ad Shiyavu Dora Shal Melech HaMashiach. Okay, I got a chance to turn this computer off. Let me see what's going to take. 1 second. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the fan is going. Okay, let's see how I get out of this. Shut it down. Okay. All right, it's going to shut down. Okay, let's start again, and we're going to go to number Yud Gimel. Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel. We're skipping Yud Gimel. We're going to go to Yud Daled, so let's go on. He said, V'ilas HaKola, Yehiv Rishus L'Kol Shemachim Kadishin, and now we're going to go to Yud Daled. This Yud Daled appears in the Ha'oros v'Ha'aros. And over here it says like this, on number Yudala, Dehem Shemus HaKodesh She'enim Nebchachem Ashayechem Kol Shem L'Sfira Acheres. It goes, like for example, the way Kale, we know that goes with the concept of Chesed. Elokim goes along with the concept of Gevurah. These are the names that he's talking about. These are the names that he's talking about. The Ilus, and they have Rishus to reveal these names. V'heim Eser Shemos Shel HaSfiros. Those are the 10 names of the Sfiros. Okay, no problem there, but we'll keep going on. Let's see if I can work out some things here. Technically, here, there we go. Okay, after 14, it says, L'chol Havaya v'L'chol HaChavayos D'Haida L'chol B'Chinus Shemos Havaya, all the aspects of the names of Havaya. There's a test vav over on the previous page, on the next page, rather. And it says, D'Haida L'Tesha Mini Nikudi Havaya, that's what it means by this, comments, patach, and so on and so forth. This is all being revealed as how the Nikudos go along with the Sfiros. Hashayachim L'Tesha Sfiros Mekeser Ad Yisod. V'Havaya HaSiris, the 10th one, B'Nikud Tzavokos, he said, Keneged the Malchus that refers to Malchus, although this we know. V'Shas Ratzon, cause of Ki HaGavanim the Milui Hashem B'Ofana Hashonim, kagon, to reveal it in a different form. It's av, sag, ma'u, ben. So we could say that too. V'biniyahu kosav shehem hatzirufim shel shemas hakodesh. Gon yud best tzirufing havaya the ekya of a kad tzirufi adli. So this is what he's talking about. All these different kinds of things are being revealed there. Tes vav, after that, the kol kinuyim, all the kinuyim was the kinuyim. Here we have number tes zayin. Kagon rachum v'chanum ugedoiva. All of these different possibilities of ideas and names. Let me get some more focus. What happened here? There we go. Ukadoma kama olafe kinumim, how many thousands of different possible names or alternate names, hashayach of the spheros, which refers to the spheros, v'hen kamo levush aleichem. So then the Chagua kosav shehem besara mini kinuyim ashayachim le'eser as-spheros. There are different kinuyim for the 10 spheros. Of the Biniyahu kosav shehem hashemas hayotzim m'shemas hakodesh al yedei hilufi adbash. All of this is being revealed here. Ukudoma kagon matz, for example, matz, which is an atbash of the name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. Chilush shevavaya ba'atbash. Going back to the other, we'll just keep working along on it if we can. This is number Yud Zayin. L'kol kinuyim. So he says. So he had what? He has number something special over here. Did I do it or not? Okay, I did that one already. So he says l'galal lon rozin tamirim. Kol shem b'darga delay. Every name in its own level. So he says, he calls it the bechinas hashayachas lo. Rishus yihiv le'eser sfirin l'galal lon rozin tamirim. Rishus le'eser sfiros. So we have a number Yud Zayin on there. Let's look what that says. Number Yud Zayin says nirish agavana lepinimius ha'eser sfirish sheramazach ba'arba osius Hashem havaya. So what does he mean by he says the penimius of the 10 spheros, which are represented by the name havaya. Of a hagruah kosav shehem eser spheros penimius, it's the same idea again. What does he mean by spheros penimius? He says the Hainu Eser Osius of the Shem Yud Kei Vav Kei. I'm not sure how this goes together. Yud Vav Dalet Kei Aleph. It's the name Ma. Once again, he said V'Chagroa Kosav Shehem Eser Spheres Penimius. He wants to say that the Havaya is on the inside, which would be Zeranpen. Let's say, for example, the Hainu of Eser Osius, and they look like these. The Osius is Zeranpen. Okay, I think we have one more here in this series. So he says after Yud Zayin, it says, V'galas lechem sodas ne'olam, and the lo is yihiv rishus l'galal alone, shalom nitna rishus l'galas osam, and the yese dar of the Malka Mashiach, until the door of the Malka Mashiach comes. So that's where we're holding, and we have a number Yud Ches here that we're going to look at now. Let me see something. There we go. He says, Yisaken shachakavana shal lulei Rebbe Shimon v'chaverim lo choised nitna rishus sheyizgalo sodus elu ador shal melech HaMashiach v'schusam nizgalo hasoda v'ebsher od also the far shachavilu bizman Rashbi v'chaverov no nizgalo hasodus ala the they were only revealed on a moment's basis, at that moment. And then they went back, v'nignazu, and they became hidden again. V'nizgala b'daras elo shehem lifnei bias Mashiach. So it then become revealed in those generations that come before the time of the Mashiach, or at the time of the coming of Mashiach. That's more like it. V'chein koyach v'metzius shehizgalu sefer hazoyer choyse b'derek nes upela. I'm not sure what he means by that. So he says it doesn't say exactly how it came about to be revealed. He says, So he says, if you look over the parenthesis of the or yakar, he says, Ein sham shehevi shmuz be'inyan zeh, kuvarn is bar ha'inyan ba'arichus b'mavo, the SEFER ZOHAR, he says, Mahadoras Hamaor. So apparently it's already out there, or Mahadoras Hamaor. Is this the Maor that we're reading now? So he's like a Ray Od Beziv HaZohar, a Bebira HaZohar, Beure HaZohar. There's going to be more there. Now, in that same section that we went through, there's also another set of notes, maybe more than one. So let's look over here and let's see what it says. So we're going to read it one more time, and we're going to go for the different set of numbers. Let me see if I can find it. Here's one here. And it starts with number Yud. Now, where is number Yud? Here is number Yud. All right, so so now I found that. There's a lot of notes here, so what did I do with Yud? I just saw it. Well, let's start reading. We'll get to Yud. We'll read the black print only. Vidus Akula, so the highest possible thing, or the cause of causes. Yehid Rishus the Kol Shemachim Gadeshin. All the holy names, and we went through some of the ideas of what the holy names are, which we know we're dealing with this all the time. Nas Rishus the Kol Hashemus Gadoshim, L'Kol Havayus, all the Havayus. He says, L'Kol Kinuyim, L'Kol HaKinuyim. He said, L'Golo Lon Rozim Timirim, Kol Shem B'Dargadilei. So I don't think I missed that Yud. Where is that Yud? That Yud, I just saw it's down below. Okay, Yud. So he said, where is the Yud up here? B'Kol Shem B'Chinas HaShiach, Rishusa Yehid L'Eses Sphere, the Golo Lon Rozim Timirim, B'Kol Rozim Timirim. The low, there's a Yud Aleph. Where's my Yud? Is Yehid Rishus the Golo alone? Ad the Yesi Dar the Malcolm Mashiach. Now I'm looking for the Yud. I don't know what I did with it. Is it up above? Number Yud. Number Yud. Let's read number Yud. I don't know where it is exactly. It says Ray Biur Zohar. He says Yud Aleph. Okay, we're about to get Yud Aleph. Lo Amr Nach Maihu. I think we're somewhere else. So where was this? Number Yud. Is up above. Yeah, it was. Okay, so anyway, let's read number Yud anyway. He says, Ray beer Yud Aleph. Okay, so that's beer Yud Aleph. Now we're going to Yud Aleph. I saw Yud Aleph. Here it is down here. It goes with the phrase, Lo is Yehid Rishus the Gololo. Yud Aleph says, he said, Lo Amr L'Nachsari Maihu. It doesn't say that it went down with him. Now, who's he talking about? I don't know yet. He says, I think I'm in the right place. Maybe I'm not in the right place. Ha'aros, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, here we go. Got it. I found Yud. And let me see. It's in the Bir HaZohar. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't get used to how there's so many notes on top of each other, so. Number Yud says like this. He says, the Kol Nishmasim de Mesivtan. Where is that? It must be. Where is it? Read it anyway. Da ki asher ya'asach ha'adam b'teres karoi l'shmo. Efsher sheyatzig sheyizgalo halav eze neshama tzadikim me'osim shekad melo. It's very shaykh, he says, it's that he will reach and be revealed to him the neshamas of a tzaddik me'osa shekad melo, to those neshamas that had appeared previously. V'heim b'shorish nishmaso, and these are different ideas, places that are coming from the root of the person's neshama. O, asa eze mitzvah, amis yacheses lo, so he does some mitzvah, kenizku le'el, v'yigalalo razi Torah, and they're going to reveal to him the secrets of the Torah as a result of this, through this mitzvah. The Zechav Huso, this phrase in Avos, where it says, Rebbe Meir Omer Kala Osik B'Torah L'Shmo, Zochel L'Devarim Harbe, O Megalan Lon Razi Torah. That's basically the idea there. But having, understand this. Sharma Megalim Lo, that it says it becomes revealed to him. V'lo Amar Misgalim Lo. Now what's the difference between the Megalim Lo that revealed to him and they were revealed to him? I think it's a bit on the backside. Allah Umegalim Lo, but they revealed to him. Shahin Neshama said, but what's revealed? He's trying to work this idea is Shahin Neshama said Tzaddikim and Boyim Megalos Lo Razi Torah. He says that Neshama said Tzaddikim come to teach the person secrets of Torah. Moshe Rabeinu b'Tikunei Tikunei Rishus Yehim l'chol inu nishmasin l'tzedikaya l'chol malachim. So Rishus was given to all of them. The Nachsa to go down. L'galol razin tamirin. Amr. So he says Amr the sivton. This phrase the sivton in their yeshivas. Mishum the trey mesivos. Mesivasi even. There's two different yeshivas. Mesivta Ilah, Mesivta Dita. The Hainu Gan Eden Shal Ma'ala, Began Eden Shal Mapin. The Zula Sheyesh Od B'Kol God, that's more in every, I don't know what he means. The Zulas Sheyesh Od B'Kol God, Began, in every single garden. Yeshivas, there are many yeshivas. The Fi Hadoras of Hamadregos. Because every generation is going to be different, just like every person, it could be different, and their connection to the Most High is going to be different. The Yunuki B'Zohar Parshas Bala. So this is about the Yanuk, I guess, who is a featured character in Parshas Bala. In the door of the Midbar. The Mesifta, the Aharon, in the dwelling, the generation of the desert. There you saw there was a Mesifta there of Aaron HaKohen, Ikri Mesifta de Rachimusa. That's called the Mesifta of mercy. Mesifta de Moshe Rabeinu Olav Shalom, Ikri Mesifta de Mare Mikra. It's also called the Mesifta of the people who know the Psukim. The Torah, the Sifta, the Mari Agada, people who say Agada, who are masters of the Agada, let's say, the Sifta, the Mari Mishnah, the Sifta, the Mari Talmud, the Sifta, the Mari Kabbalah, the Cain Molchak Sham, Bo'uvda, the Rebbe Elazar. Also, we see that there. I had to find a different way of marking these so I could find them. So now we're on the next one, which is number Yud Aleph. The number Yud Aleph says, the lo is yehiv. Let me just make sure I know where I'm at. The lo is yehiv rishus the galal alone. So there was no permission ever given to reveal them. This is number Yud Aleph down below. The lo is yehiv rishus the galal alone at the Yesed Dara the Malcha Mashiach until the time of the coming of the Melech of Mashiach. And he says, Hainu, Kamosha Kosav, Rab, the Marchu, or Rav Meir Paparis, he said, Zal, Shakal HaZharos, V'Ha'onshein, Hamavoar, V'Idra, so all of those different ideas, as far as the warnings, the punishments, which are explained over in the Idris, Shelo Legalos Chochmazos, that you should not reveal this Chochmah, L'kol Adam, this Chochmazos, L'kol Adam, for every man, L'kol Yirak, L'doris HaKodmin was only for the previous generations. When it Al B'doris Chalalu, Dora Basrai, where we're living in the final times, here he says, Hasmuchen the Bias Mashiach Tzidkenu, Mitzvah Simcha, Lifnei HaKodesh Baruch Hu Sheyizgalach HaChochma Zos. So here we are with the Raya, that this is the time to make this relevant, to reveal it. So he says, Shebeschusa, Yavu HaMashiach V'Kosav Sham, and it writes also over there, Shekama Mamarim, excuse me, Min Zohar Morim Al Zeh Ayin Shom. Let me get a little drink here. Okay. Down below it says Kosa B'Shas Ratzon. Right. Sha'afal Pi Shulach Yisakin Shadoras Muharim Yoser Mu'ulach Min Akodmin. So it's not likely that we're on a higher level than what came before us. Kamosho Kicho Gemara, like the Gemara says over there in Yuma. What's it say? Let me see if I can find where we're at. Hainu, he says Hainu, B'Klusa Mimcha, is that what it is? Hainu. I'm having a lot of trouble with the page, so Lo Omer L'Nachza, no, that's not where we're at. Where are I got lost. Trying to flip from one page. Kosa B'Shas Ratzon Sha'afal Pi Shelo Yisakin. Okay, that's where I am. Hainu B'Chusa Mimcha. Is that what it is? That's where it's yeah, that's it. So he's, well, I'm sorry?
In the wrong place.
Okay, where's the right place? Biur is, where is the right place? That's the Ha'aros. We're on the Ha'aros, aren't we?
No.
We're not on not the Ha'aros, I mean the Biur HaZohar. We're in the Biur HaZohar. Which one is the Biur HaZohar? Oh, here it is. Davka B'Klalos Hador. Let me go back and read it again. He says, Kosa B'Shas Ratzon. So he says it's written in the Shas Ratzon. 1 second. Try this. Okay. So he says, Kosa B'Shas Ratzon. Sha'afal Pi Shelo Yisakin Shadoras HaMucharim Yoser Mu'ulach Min HaKodim. In other words, we're on a lower level. Kamosha Hokicho Gemara. The Gemara says over there, the Hainu. So he said, Danfa B'Klalos Hador. He's talking about the door in general. But for individuals, Halavai. Yisakin Shiyah Achshur Dari. That in then, well, I don't know what, let's see what Achshur Dari means. Hamucharim Yosim Mu'ulim Min HaKodmim. So there are going to be some people that are on such a high level that they're called the Achshur, they will, or they will, he will, they will, be Makasher, the generation. V'od Kosav Sheyesh Sorek B'Gili Sodas HaTorah. So there's also a reason why we need to reveal these secrets in the Torah, B'Dor HaAchron, in this final door. Ki B'Schus Zu Yizgalach HaMelech HaMashiach HaMavoar L'Cholon. So he says that by us getting deeper and deeper, look at what Rabbi Biton has put together here. He says, Galus HaMelech HaMashiach HaMavoar L'Cholon. So he says, because of Shagavar Kamadoras Niknesuch B'Klalos Dora de Malchum Mashiach. Ella Shalo Zechino Afal Pi Shagavar Kuzman Levo, even though it's time for them. But what does he say? Ella Shalo Zechino, we don't have the merit of it. Afal Pi Shagavar Kuzman Levo, even though it's time to come. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but. And on one hand, he says that those are those who will rise up and actually retain tremendous heights, which we would like to do. Let's go on and let's see. There's something here. Well, where is it? There's so many. There's a Ziva Zohar going backwards, and I don't see a Ziva Zohar on page Vav. I see a Ziva Zohar on page Zayin. So I'll read it. That's best I could do right now. He says, Eliyahu called Nachis Me'ela. Up to this point, Eliyahu came down from up above. And he didn't come alone. The Nishmasim, all different kinds of hosts of an army of the Shamas. V'kama Malachim Sochrane. V'shkintach Bilo Atara Al Kulho, and the Shechina is on top of all of these. keser beresh called tzaddik. There was a crown on the head of every tzaddik. Bahaku zimna kala isar be'ila niguna. At that moment, a voice came out, was aroused in this tree, the upper tree or some high-level tree, the la'ela beniguna with the nigun. Kama oifin the nishbasim. So now this is description. He says there are many birds of souls, so souls like birds. Shariam, Tom, and Ba'anfoy are living there in this tree in their branches. Hadahu dersiv, and this is a quote from Daniel. Rabba Ila Lebetakif, it's a great tree and very strong. V'emahocha, you might say like this. Rabbi, Antu Ila the Rabba, you are this great tree. V'takif Kedarisa, Ba'arisa, you are the great tree of the Torah. Ba'anafim, the law, and your branches. Let me try to move this up here a little bit. Ba'anafim, the law. The inun a varim kedishin, these are holy limbs. So he's describing the neshamos is in a great tree. What kind of tree we think is of Zeranpin is a tree? Maybe, I don't know. Kama ofim sharmim tamim, how many different kinds of birds are dwelling there? What kind of birds? These are birds, the nishvasim kadishin kagamda the la'el. In other words, they have the ability to fly. They're like birds. That it said in regard to this, over anfoy yudorim sifare shemaya, and in its branches were dwelling the birds of the heaven. So these are the birds he's talking about. So in this CHIBURAH, he says that this publication that we're looking at, all different kinds of people, Bekama B'nai Nosha, are be able to get a parnasa from this. What is a life from this? Kadeshi Yisgalda the Sata B'dara Basrocha B'sof Yomaya, so they should be revealed in the final days for the Dora Yomaya. Of Beginay, for this, of Karasam Dror Ba'aretz, and for this is the reason why freedom will be proclaimed in the earth. Earth refers to Malchus, and Malchus will open up. I think that's what it means. I'm not sure. I'm a Rebbe Shem and Chavriya Bavadai Kujir Barichu Istakim Imano is certainly in between us, or surrounds us, or in us. Eloi and V'Ravitatoyim L'Mahaviki B'Chai CHIBURAH, to come down and be a part of this CHIBURAH. Z'chol Dar D'Chai is Galia Bay. Happy is the portion that this is revealed to them. The Asid Kuli Highly His Chaja Al Yada de Moshe B'Sof. All life will become renewed through Moshe B'Sof Yemaya B'Dar Basra, at the very final generation. A little bit more. We're basically out of time. Maybe we could do this one paragraph. So he said, that's it. We don't have time for that. Okay, that's that shiur. Okay, let me see how I turn this off. There.